I don't know if you guys have heard, but Scott from Kentucky Ballistics was involved in a freak accident, and it's something that's it opened my eyes a little bit because I see what happened here where his 50 caliber exploded, and it's kind of changed the way that I probably will view safety and how I do some of the things that I do when it comes to shooting. I wouldn't quite go as far to say that I'm afraid of guns. I'm definitely not, but I think this really puts it into perspective how sometimes a freak accident can happen. If you want to know the full story about what happened with him and this gun, please watch the video. It's 19 minutes, but I think it's well worth the watch. I watched the whole thing and it was really eye-opening, and it kind of, made me reconsider how I do some things when it comes to safety and my own personal protection when I'm shooting on the range. In this video, we see him shooting some older rounds that were, high velocity, armor piercing. They were called slap rounds out of his Serbu 50 BMG. Nothing was wrong with the gun. The gun was assembled correctly. The gun was shooting, but the ammunition was potentially tampered with. Now, armor piercing ammunition, there's a whole lot of difficulties when it comes to acquiring them. And he said these rounds, the manufacturer is no longer in business, and he believes that someone that handled them prior tampered with them or that they were improperly loaded. Please go watch the video if you want more information. But in this video, Scott, his gun explodes because of an improperly loaded round that nearly killed him. And seeing this video kind of made me think about how I do some things and about where I might be lacking when it comes to my own personal safety. I think when I think about how I shoot, some of the places that I go shooting, I go out into very remote locations with no cell service. Doesn't matter what carrier you have. In some of the places that I go shooting guns, you will not have cell service. And it might take four-wheel drive and a good 20-30 minutes to get to a main road where you could even call the police or call an ambulance for help. And I think this is kind of opening my eyes a little bit too. You've probably seen in some of my videos, I don't always wear eye protection. I'm usually pretty good about it, but sometimes when I'm filming especially, I'll get distracted because I'm setting something up. I take off my polarized lenses so I can see my camera, and then I forget to put them back on. And then, I might end up shooting for a little bit without wearing eye protection. And I'm usually pretty good about that. But in this video, you see the gun explode, sending a massive hunk of steel right at his face and a hunk of metal that punctures his fucking jugular and his lung. And when I think about where I go shooting, I don't have cell service. There's no chance I'm going to be able to call the police. I don't usually ever go by myself, but in a situation like this, I think about what it would take for me to get a hold of assistance, because it's probably 45 minutes to an hour to a hospital in some of the places that I shoot. And I think that this is kind of an eye-opener for me, and I wanted to share this with you guys because thankfully Scott is alive. I mean, looking at this video, when you see it blow up and you see the damage that it did to him, and listening to him explain it, there is no reason for him to be alive today. I'm thankful that he is. He seems like a nice guy, but it's just insane that something that no squib round, gun is firing just fine, put a round in your gun, and it blows up. And now, this isn't directly related to the pandemic in any way, but I've seen scattered rumors about newly produced ammunition potentially being at a lower quality, or that the quality control of some companies may have been slacking. Now, this is something we typically see with reloaded manufacturers, but it's not always the case. And I've seen more people reporting squib rounds. One of my good friends, Catastrophe, I'm going to link his Instagram down below. He posted a photo the other day of one of his buddies shooting a gun, and it squibbed on him and it just blew up. And when you're shooting fast, you might not always notice a squib round. For those of you that don't know, a squib round is when you fire a round, the bullet doesn't have enough powder or may have been underloaded, and it makes it only maybe halfway down the barrel or only just a little bit into the barrel. Next round seats, fires, but since it's plugged, gun blows up. I've seen a lot more of that happening lately, which kind of makes me think, what should I do to help prepare myself? I think this is encouraging me more and more to go out and take a Stop the Bleed course. I'm going to leave links to that down as well so that you guys can maybe consider that, because knowing how to stop bleeding is huge. I've taken some courses, but I think it would be great for me to refresh on those. Man, and what would someone do if they lived out by themselves? Luckily, Scott at the time was with his father, and his father was able to drive while he literally held his jugular closed, or sealed the wound in his jugular with his thumb. Shit, if I was out with someone, would they have the skills and training to help me? I don't know. So maybe I'd be forcing my friends and family to go out to one of these courses with me. This is making me heavily also consider like some sort of satellite phone, some sort of device that would have service in remote areas like that. I don't know jack shit when it comes to that kind of stuff. So if any of you nerds out there know a thing or two about satellite phones, I would love to hear your opinions down in your favorite brands down below, because this is kind of scary. This is something that really you can't prevent. You never know when a company poorly manufactures a round to a point where it might blow your gun up and kill you. I don't know. Man, I'm going to leave links down to the shirts that Scott is selling for these to help support him. And yeah, just check out Stop the Bleed. This is just something that for me, I just wanted to talk about it because I don't know, it kind of fucked me up today. Just thinking about like, how would I prepare? I mean, chances are I'm never going to shoot a 50 BMG with $100 rounds because I'm not made of money, but it's something that could happen to a lot of us with more reasonable situations, like just a normal AR-15 or a shotgun, or probably not a shotgun, or just a normal handgun. You get a squib round, something blows up, maybe it just slices your veins just a little bit. Do you have a tourniquet? Do you have proper med kits? I carry a lot of that stuff with me, but I really think that more people should go out and get training. This is going to be my final push to go out and get more life-saving training, because you're more likely going to need to stop a bleed in your life than you're going to need to shoot someone. So what's really more valuable? I don't know. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace. Just real quick, I do want to say thank you to everyone that supports this channel. I'm going to be moving. I'm not going to say where, but I am staying in the state of California. I know a lot of you are going to be very upset by that. Some of you are probably going to be very happy about that. I don't know. Let me know what you think about me moving. So in this next few weeks, things are going to be a little bit weird. I might not be recording in here, might be recording with my phone, might be doing more shorts because sometimes it's just easier for me to get out a quick video, leave a few links to some articles that you can read, just get you aware, get stuff on your radar. That isn't necessarily something that I always have time to make a full-length video on, so maybe expect some more of those. They should be pretty clear when it's a short. The thumbnail should look completely different. Should say #shorts in it, in the title. So just let me know what you guys, how you feel about that. I just want to let you know that things are going to be changing just for the next few weeks, so it might be a little bit weird content-wise. If you want to get a hold of me, the Discord is the best way to do that. Best way to get in the Discord is through Subscribestar, but sometimes when I stream on Twitch, I give out free access to that. So, just thank you, everyone. I hope this video was an eye-opener to you about the importance of your own safety and maybe some of the skills that you might want to develop. This is, like I said, this really fucked me up today. Just seeing this, it makes you realize how sketch some things can get real fast. Thank you.